Hello, IB students, and welcome to the video for week 9, day 2. Um, for those of you who are, this video is designed for those of you who were absent from our live Zoom class today. So, as always, everything you say, do, or type is recorded, so please keep it school appropriate. And there's no saving, taking pictures, or downloading of our lessons today or ever. If you look at the agenda, Mrs. Zersky is going to stop by our class, but if you missed that, again, she just kind of pointed you in the direction of the registration video, and the registration form, which are found under week 6, day 2. During class, students use their time to work on a higher level essay outline. I also went over those common errors. And just as a review, right, the resources for doing a higher level essay outline are found under week 6, day 1. I then also took time to talk about what the last week of class for the first quarter is going to look like and the assignments for that week. Outline reminders, right? As you are completing that high level outline, remember that the highlighted portions, which is the thesis and your topic sentences with transitions, need to be in full sentences. Everything else can just be notes. There are hyperlinks to resources on how to write transitions when you get to the second and third body paragraph, as well as a hyperlink that explains how to write a call to action and then samples of that. So please make sure that you are doing that. The common errors for the higher level outlines, again, I went over this earlier. This information is posted on Canvas as well for you to look over. You are strongly encouraged to open the high level essay outline that you did for the things they carried and to look at the feedback that I gave you there. Many of these errors are present in your outlines, but there may be something that was specific to your outline as well. And if that was the case, I gave you individualized feedback. Make sure that your thesis statements are complete, right? That they actually outline the content of your essay. There's the backwards planning resource to help you with that. Topic sentences that are actually just story summary, right? Without using first person, you should basically just state the scene from the story that will reinforce your thesis statement, right? So instead of, I will use the scene where Nora talks to Helmer about blah, 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 just say, the scene where Nora talks to Helmer about blah, blah, blah shows, and then kind of reiterate what it is that you're trying to show from your thesis. For example, the first time the reader sees Alice's identity changed by her environment is when she interacts with the caterpillar, right, from Alice in Wonderland. Some topic sentences were too broad, right? It doesn't signal to the reader what the focus of the paragraph's analysis would be. Again, use the samples that I've given you above to kind of help you fix that, right? Make the scene that you're going to be using the focus of that topic sentence, and always tie it to your thesis statement. Transitions for topic sentences were either missing or they just were kind of off. Please use those hyperlinked resources that I talked about earlier. Student is trying to show a character has changed, but only includes one quote, right? To really show that a character changes, you kind of got to show a before and after quote, right? So think about how you can best do that. What's one quote from earlier on in the passage or chapter or text that you would use to show how they were, and then what's one from later in the text to show how they've changed. Body paragraph order. All of your quotes and the materials that you use in your paper should be in chronological order so that it doesn't confuse your reader, right? So if you had something from page 5 in your third body paragraph, but you had something from page 105 for your first body paragraph, just switch them. It just makes a lot more sense and is a lot easier for your reader to understand things when you talk about events in a book in chronological order. Lastly, using quotes from only one section or chapter of the text doesn't work because you have to show that this idea is explored throughout the text. So you need to make sure that you have at least one section that draws from somewhere else in the text, right? You can either add a body paragraph, add a body paragraph to do that. Some of you could actually combine some of your body paragraphs and then add a brand new third one, etc. And then the call to action, right, was some people were just restating their thesis. That's not a call to action. Please revisit that hyperlinked resource that I put in the outline to see how to properly write one. All right, so talking about week 10, right? We've got a weird schedule. So Monday of next week is a virtual check-in day, right? And these are our times according to your period number when you can access me for that. And then Tuesday and Wednesday, you don't have any formal classes, right? Tuesday is a holiday, and Wednesday is a professional development day where teachers will be working on grades, etc. So then the next time I see you, and the only time I see you during week 10, is either Thursday or Friday, right? A day or B day. So with that being said, I made some changes to our syllabus, right? I took out one of the assignments. Next week, you will still work on the context video, which I'll go over in just a second. And then kind of use your time to begin working on the next text that we're reading, which is The Awakening by Kate Chopin, and starting to work on that first DIRT prep sheet. So like I said, I took out the learner portfolio reflection assignment. That's just no longer an item in there. All of the week 10 items I have here will be posted by 5 p.m. on Friday, so you can get a head start. But I've actually already posted everything except for the explanatory video. And I'll be like I said, I'll be working on that, and I will post that on Friday. Just to kind of clearly mark, what is considered the quarter one material and what's considered the quarter two material, right? The Awakening context video assignment is the very last assignment that will go into the gradebook for quarter one. It is an all task assignment, so if you do well on it, it could increase your grade. It's very quick. There are 2 videos that you watched that I made from a couple of years ago. Each video is only like 10 minutes long, and you're only answering 3, I believe, reflection questions. So you can get that done very quickly. And that's why I'm posting it early. So you might want to kind of get that done and get it out of the way, and then just start reading the actual text. For this particular text, there's also an audiobook available. So I made that available when you click on there. There's the PDF, and then right underneath it is the audiobook. And then your DIRT prep sheet, the first of 3, because The Awakening is a novel. I broke it into 3 parts instead of 2, right? So you'll read the first 15 chapters, and some of the chapters are only like a single page long, so don't get worried about that. But you read the first 15 chapters and work on your DIRT prep sheet for The Awakening. All right, and so that's basically everything that we're doing in day 2 of class this week, right? The first priority is to get that high-level essay outline for A Doll's House turned in. That's due before midnight this Sunday. And then your next priority is to start working on the week 10 assignments. If you need help, I'll be available during student support from 2:45 to 3:15 Thursday and Friday. And you could always send me an email, and I'll get back to you as quickly as I can. Thank you, and I look forward to seeing you in class soon.